Do you wake up already tired and exhausted? You look at the day ahead and wonder, how am I going to get through this again? You watch others move through life with ease, while for you, even basic things feel heavy. And when you try to explain that, you're told, just push yourself, or worse, stop being lazy. What many people don't realize is that this kind of exhaustion is often part of what's called invisible illness. Conditions that deeply limit your energy or functioning without always showing on the outside. And to help people understand just how limited energy can feel and how carefully it has to be spent, an award-winning writer, Christine Miserandino, created an essay on what is called the spoon theory. In this video, I want to show you a new perspective to understand the exhaustion that comes with depression and mental health struggles using the spoon theory. By the end, you'll understand your limited energy more clearly, treat yourself with more kindness, manage your small pockets of strength better, and even explain what you're going through to the people who care about you, so that you can take a real step towards a kinder, a better life. Let's first look at what is an invisible illness. According to Harvard Health, it is any medical condition that limits movement or senses but isn't visible to the naked eye. It includes a range of conditions from cancer, diabetes, lupus, to mental illnesses like depression or anxiety. And this isn't just rare or abstract. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, over 6 million Americans alone suffer from such invisible illnesses. And if you still wonder if depression affects the body too, another Harvard Health study explains that depression doesn't just change how you feel. It changes your energy, your focus, your sleep, and even your ability to handle the simplest daily tasks. Now that we understand what invisible illnesses are, let's see how the spoon theory shows what these energy limits really look like in everyday life. Christine Miserandino lived with a chronic illness called lupus. One evening, during dinner with a friend, her friend asked her a simple question. What does your illness really feel like? To explain, Christine picked up all the spoons around them and placed them in front of her friend. She said, "These spoons are all the energy you have for the entire day." Then she asked her friend to walk her through a normal day. With every small task, Christine took a spoon away. Waking up, one spoon gone. Getting out of bed, another spoon. Brushing teeth, another. Bathing, another 2. Soon, her friend realized something scary. She had to start choosing carefully what she could afford to do. Because if the spoons ran out, the day was over. That moment became what we now call the spoon theory. Now imagine this. When you live with depression or a mental illness, you don't start the day rich in spoons. You wake up with only a few, let's say 12. Some things cost 1 spoon, like brushing your teeth or replying to a text. Some cost 2, like bathing or making a simple meal. And before you even realize it, you're already down to half. So now you look at the rest of your day. You see tasks that cost 4 spoons: work, study, a doctor's appointment, time with friends or family, and your mind starts spiraling. How am I supposed to survive all this with just 6 spoons? From that day on, every single moment becomes a quiet calculation. Can I afford this? Do I have enough left for later? Should I save this spoon for something important? It's like trying to live on $1 a day while everyone around you has hundreds. They can spend without thinking, but you have to calculate every single choice. And this is why spoon theory matters. It explains why you're not lazy or failing. You're navigating life with fewer resources. But from the outside, no one sees this. People might say, come to dinner, go out, exercise more, work harder. They don't see how carefully you are already choosing, or how much effort it takes just to exist. so you cancel plans. Not because you don't care, but because you can't afford the spoons. And when your spoons run out, two things might happen. You either borrow from tomorrow and suffer overwhelming fatigue the next day, or your system crashes right now. And that crash can look like many things: brain fog, anxiety, a sudden jolt of weakness, even thoughts that feel too heavy to carry. And after that, it becomes even harder to replenish your spoons because you're drained and dysregulated. And here is something important. People lose spoons differently. For some, physical activity drains them fast. For others, mental effort does. The same task can cost 1 spoon for someone and 4 for someone else. And people regain spoons differently too. For some, sleep may refill 20 spoons. For others, nightmares, broken sleep, fear, pain barely bring 5. That's why learning your own spoon system matters a lot. And yes, sometimes managing spoons might be the only option. But for some, like with depression, spoons might increase as your health improves. And improvement doesn't come through shame or force. It comes when your nervous system feels safer, through changes in environment, therapy, support, and love. Through self-help that includes awareness, acknowledgement, acceptance, and change. Over time, as your nervous system becomes safer, your spoons can slowly increase. And one last thing. Spoon theory doesn't define your identity. It simply explains why life feels harder right now, and why that struggle is real, even if invisible. And if this helped you feel seen or gave you words for something unspoken, then this video did what it was meant to do. Please share in the comments your experience, thoughts, or feelings. Until next time, I'll be here.